Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
The first stage of the Route 221 bridge deck replacement over Highway 67 is complete. Ironton police are asking for your help after arson damaged a church in Iron County. Plus, Dr. Sunil Chan joins us on Ask the Expert. All of these stories, and will our temperatures hit 90 by the end of the week?
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you this hour. The first stage of the Route 221 bridge deck replacement over Highway 67 in Farmington is complete. Missouri Department of Transportation resident engineer Jason Williams says motorists will begin using the new bridge deck for the first time on Monday.
And at that point, we will be demoing the second half of the bridge, and it'll look just like what we did on the first half. So traffic will be reduced down to two narrow lanes, and people need to use caution in that area and drive with slow speeds.
Williams expects the contractor will need another month to complete work on the bridge. The deck replacement is part of an overall plan to reconfigure that interchange into a diverging diamond intersection. Let's check in now with Dustin Kopp. He's in the Storm Tracker Forecast Center with a look at our first forecast. Dustin?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Temperatures are nice out there and a little on the mild side. 74 right now in Festus and St. Genevieve through Fredericktown. 75 in Cape Girardeau. Down in Poplar Bluff, 77 degrees and 75 right now in Ellington. As we head through the evening hours, we're going to continue to see nice conditions throughout the evening. Sunny skies at 7 p.m., 71. Cooling down to 64, though, by 9, clear skies, 56 and clear by midnight. As we head out to the bus stop in the morning, we'll see a temperature of 51 degrees, plenty of sunshine, and a northwest wind about 2 miles per hour. I'll give you more details on your weather forecast. It's going to be a warm-up coming soon. All those details coming up later in weather.
Ironton police are asking for the public's help now that a Saturday morning church fire has been ruled arson. The blaze at Meadow Heights Church on South Main Street destroyed 2 offices. There was also damage to the front of the building and smoke damage throughout. Now, according to authorities, surveillance video from Arcadia Valley High School shows that a white pickup truck around the church at the time of the fire. If you have any information about the white pickup truck, call Ironton Police at 546-7132. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and the State Fire Marshal's Office have joined the investigation. New agreements are in place between the City of Fredericktown and Madison County for 911 dispatch services and the lease of police headquarters in Fredericktown. Madison County Presiding Commissioner Robert Mooney says it took a while to reach an agreement.
Took 8 months to get it hammered out, but we finally did get it worked out.
Under the lease, the city will pay $12,000 for space for the police department and $20 per day for boarding prisoners. Fredericktown will pay $69,000 for 911 dispatch services. As part of the contract, an advisory board will be formed to assist the commission. Board members will include the sheriff, the police captain, the mayor, county ambulance director, and emergency management director. Both are a one-year agreement that renews automatically. Governor Jay Nixon is reviewing Missouri's 2013 fiscal year budget. With a day to spare before a constitutional deadline, lawmakers in the General Assembly passed the $24 billion spending plan late last week. Senate President Pro Tem Robert Mayer of Dexter says leaders worked to keep the process open so everyone could give input on the budget.
It still needs to be brought forth to the public and in light and allow other members of both the Senate and House to have an opportunity to voice their opinions and let the general public know why those line items are funded at the levels that they are or why they've been eliminated.
After contentious debate between the House and the Senate, lawmakers passed bills to fully fund elementary and secondary education and give a 2% pay increase to some state employees. To balance the budget without a tax increase, the spending plan cut millions from transportation and agriculture spending. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, folks from throughout southeast Missouri travel to Ellington for Spring Fever Days. We'll show it to you only on 18 Eyewitness News.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins, Dawn Arnold, Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp, and Jeremy Martin with sports. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Folks from throughout southeast Missouri made this year's Ellington Spring Fever Days Festival one of the largest ever. Chamber of Commerce President Christy Roberts says this year's theme, celebrating our Ozark heritage, built on the industries that have anchored Reynolds County.
This year we chose to honor our mining industry and our timber industry. And, that's our source of income for Reynolds County. The mines is probably the largest employer. The Doe Run Company is probably the largest employer in the county, and then the mining or the timber industry is a $7 billion industry for the state of Missouri, and a lot of that money comes right here from Reynolds County. We're really proud of those two facts.
Favorite events such as the Saturday morning parade, the baby contest, and the car and truck show shared the spotlight with newer events like the barbecue contest, which drew competition from around the state.
That barbecue competition has just really expanded. We got a proclamation from Governor Nixon in order to get that done, and we're happy we got that done. It's brought a lot of people here from St. Louis and Kennett and Baldwin, Missouri, and, far and wide, people that normally wouldn't have come to Ellington, Missouri.
Ellington Chamber of Commerce President Christy Roberts. Flags around the United States and the state of Missouri will be flown at half staff at all government buildings Tuesday in honor of Peace Officers Memorial Day. The day commemorates the sacrifice of officers killed in the line of duty. Among those remembered this year is Leadwood Police Chief Jerry Hicks, who died this past December. Hicks was honored earlier this month when his name was added to Missouri Law Enforcement's memorial at the state capitol in Jefferson City. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, Dr. Sunil Chan joins us to talk about anemia on Ask the Expert. But right now, Dustin Kopp is making a last-minute check of our Storm Tracker 18 forecast, which is coming up next only on 18 Eyewitness News.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Plenty of sunshine for the next several days, and we're going to see a nice warm-up as well. As we head into the current conditions here in southeast Missouri, it's on the mild side. 75 right now in Cape Girardeau, 74 in St. Genevieve and Fredericktown, 74 right now in Festus, and 75 right now in Ellington. A little bit warmer down to our south in Piedmont, Poplar Bluff rather, at 77 degrees. Here at the station, we have a current temperature of 73 degrees with some sunshine. Feels like 73 out there. We do have a current dew point at 47, 38% humidity, and our current winds are coming out of the north at about 6 miles per hour. Tomorrow is going to be nice as well. Plenty of sunshine through southeast Missouri. Nice warm weather. Really can't complain for this time of year. So for tonight, clear skies, low around 49, light to variable winds, 50 in St. Genevieve, 49 in Fredericktown, 51 in Piedmont, and 53 down in Poplar Bluff. Tomorrow we'll continue to see the warm conditions, 80 degrees, some areas a little bit warmer than that, plenty of sunshine, 81 in Festus through St. Genevieve, 82 in Ironton, 82 in Piedmont and Poplar Bluff. A look at the extended forecast for the next several days here in southeast Missouri. 81 by Wednesday, plenty of sunshine Thursday and Friday. Look at that by Friday, 87 degrees, 90 for the weekend. Both days, partly sunny by Sunday, and then on Monday, high of 84 and partly sunny skies. Another weekend check of our forecast, 90 degrees on Saturday, partly to mostly sunny skies, and 89 for your high on Sunday. That's check of your storm tracker weather forecast. More details are located at froggy96online.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News with Jeremy Martin.
The last time the Cardinals were swept in a 3-game home series, the next day they began their 32-game charge to the National League wildcard berth and stepped over the Atlanta Braves in the process. Atlanta, which was one of the teams swept by the Cardinals last fall, exacted a measure of revenge by completing a 3-game sweep of the Redbirds Sunday at Busch Stadium. The Braves' 7-4 victory was the first loss for Lance Lynn, who had 6 straight victories before yesterday. The Cardinals are back in action at this hour, taking on the Chicago Cubs at Busch. Jake Westbrook is on the mound for the Cardinals, while Ryan Dempster is pitching for the Cubs. An assortment of 39 draft picks, free agents, and tryout players got their first taste of professional football this weekend at Rams Park during the 2-day rookie minicamp. The players entered the hallways of their new school for physicals and meetings and left with their bodies sore and their brains on overload. The process started with the introduction to the playbook, installation of defenses, and a jam session on what to expect from life in the NFL for those who will be lucky enough to stick around for the 2012 season. Conditioning was just one challenge the rookies faced on the field. They were force-fed basics that were quickly implemented under Coach Jeff Fisher's watchful eye. Fisher said because rookies are typically lagging in conditioning, it will take them 2 to 3 weeks to catch up. Now that new owner Tom Stillman has taken over the Blues, fans are curious about his group's planned financial commitment. Specifically, how active will the team be in free agency to build on its 109-point season and a trip to the Western Conference semifinals? Stillman told reporters his group soon will begin working with Blues general manager Doug Armstrong on setting the budget for the 2012-2013 season. The Blues have almost $40 million committed to 16 players for next season. More importantly, the club has 7 players scheduled to be unrestricted free agents, including Jamie Langenbrunner, Jason Arnott, and Barrett Jackman. Also, there are 3 restricted free agents, TJ Oshie, David Perron, and Chris Stewart. And how does University of Missouri football coach Gary Pinkel stack up against his new Southeastern Conference peers? According to a study by the Sporting News, not too bad. In a study that ranked every major college football coach, Pinkel was ranked 26th overall and 6th in the SEC, behind Alabama's Nick Saban, LSU's Les Miles, South Carolina's Steve Spurrier, Georgia's Mark Richt, and Vanderbilt's James Franklin. The better news is that the Sporting News sees Mizzou on the rise, quoting now, recruiting picked up last fall and currently is rolling along better than it ever has. That must translate to the field. The Tigers have a potential difference maker in James Franklin who could move the program into the elite of the SEC, end quote. And that's the look at sports. We'll be back with today's Your Life segment right after this on 18 Eyewitness News.
I'm Stacy Johnson. This may look like a common lunch, but eat one like it every workday and it could cost you 90 grand. I'll explain just ahead on Money Talks News.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Coming off of a big weekend, Dustin Kopp, I'm going to tell you the weather this weekend just made everybody want to get outside and do something. I mean, around my house, I put in some mulch, did some work in the flower beds, did some work on the yard, and I saw a lot of other people doing the same thing. So we must have had just the right mix of temperature and sun and humidity to make folks want to get out and do something.
Yeah.
What are we going to look at this week?
This week, not too bad. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures starting to warm up by the end of the week. Temperatures near 90. The weekend's looking nice. Really can't complain. And I want to say, the next time I forecast some thunderstorms, please take it seriously because over the weekend I forecasted on Sunday some thunderstorms.
Right.
Luckily, we lucked out and didn't have any. But we had a nice day for mothers out there, so Mother Nature worked with us, and it was a very nice day. My daughter and I and my wife, we laid out in the grass, and my daughter had fun playing outside, and so it was a nice weekend.
All right. Sounds great. Folks, thanks for joining us here on 18 Eyewitness News. Dustin and I will be back at 10 o'clock and then tomorrow morning with our 6 a.m. edition of 18 Eyewitness News. Until then, have a blessed evening, everybody. God bless you.
Have a good night, everybody. News Watch is next. We'll see you tonight at 10.